What's going on, everybody? So right now in the world, there's a lot of questions and concerns with what is going on economically, what's going on with the market, and there's just a lot of uncertainty. So I wanted to kind of go over what exactly is happening right now. When basically are we all going to make a lot of money in crypto? So wanted to take some time to actually break down what is actually happening, kind of some major macroeconomic events that are influencing the market right now. So in particular, when we talk about, crypto and overall economic scape, we've got several things happening right now that I feel like is causing the markets to be more fearful of things. So several of the top things we have going on right now, from this man right here, Mr. Jerome Powell. Obviously, if you've been paying attention to the news, the biggest thing is the decision to end and whether or not to actually, when are we actually going to start tapering bond support? So a lot of the indecision when it comes to the overall market, you can see right here, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said officials should weigh removing pandemic support at a faster pace. So the markets are just uncertain with when and how that's actually going to take effect. So anytime that there's uncertainty with the news, especially with the Fed, the markets are going to react to that. So that on top of this, I can't say the word, but you can see right here of what's actually going on. There's a lot, the overall crypto markets are reacting to this uncertainty as well. And so you can see right here, president told it will take 2 weeks to have definitive data on, again, this word that we cannot say. I don't want YouTube to block me here, but this is another big major factor that's going into the overall economic uncertainty. So between the tapering of the overall bond market and what this variant is going to do, the markets are just not very clear. They're not very sure on what's actually going to happen. So we also have to look at the overall debt ceiling. Right now, we had a looming debt ceiling crisis, so that's another major factor that we're seeing played out in economics right now, as well as the crypto markets. And you can see right here that top Democrat and top Republican in the U.S. Senate voiced confidence on Tuesday that they would pass legislation raising the federal government's $28.9 trillion debt limit. They had, and we were supposed to have already defaulted, but Janet Yellen had said that we had until about the 15th of December. So what do I think will happen? I feel like with all this uncertainty, a lot of this is really, you can see these top officials, they're just different sides of the same coin. They're literally different sides of the same coin. They're going to string you along. They're going to play their Joker games. And at the end, though, what's going to end up happening is that it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to it being last minute, and the debt ceiling is going to get raised. It's going to get raised. Even more money is going to be getting printed. So, here's the thing. Life is really just about managing the likelihood of certain events happening. What is the likelihood of this risk actually happening versus something else happening? And so, when we're looking at crypto to buy, or we're making any kind of decision in life, that is the ultimate, guiding factors. What is the most likely outcome here? And so the most likely outcome of where we are right now and how and why this actually affects you and impacts you is that the likelihood is all of this variant right here, it's probably going to be more likely than not, we'll be okay. We're going to be okay. We're just in a period right now over the next few weeks where we could just see the market, crypto in particular, just trading sideways. I think that's probably what's going to happen, and a lot of other top analysts that know far more about this than I do, a lot of them are thinking the same thing. It's just we're going to see some sideways accumulation for the next few weeks until we have some definitive answers on this right here. And so once we have some definitive answers with that, hopefully the measures that everyone has taken so far will be successful, and that will provide some reassurance to the market. And then that's when we'll actually see, I think, Bitcoin will start to go back up again. And then also just having some more certainty around when the Federal Reserve actually is going to start tapering. The thing is, here's the thing that's very important to realize, is that right now in the markets, if they stop printing money, then everything would come crashing down, because the Fed is kind of they're kind of between a rock and a hard place right now, and it's kind of scary in a way, because essentially we have to continue to print money. We have to continue to print money, or all of a sudden the velocity of money will stop. And when money's not flowing into the market, you're going to see some of these other assets start losing value or start deflating. And so there's not a way to really navigate that. And so I feel like what's happening is that the powers that be, they're just going to continue to kick this can down. They know that everything is going to be, at some point things are going to have to end. Things are going to have to crash. But right now, the name of the game is just, let's keep pumping as much money into the economy as we can, in which I feel like after the the variant news, after that comes out and we have some more clarity with that, we're going to see the market start to really pick up, unless there's a something completely terrible happens, or we get something completely unexpected, or some kind of black swan event. It's likely that we'll have some clear direction from this that will put people at ease. And also too, in 2 weeks, it's going to come down to the wire. The debt ceiling is going to get extended. We're going to be printing a bunch of money. So that's kind of what's happening right now, is we got all of these different factors. And just for the next few weeks, I really feel like there's going to be some uncertainty and just some sideways trading action. But right now, this literally could be the last opportunity that you have to get in on some of these solid, investments, because everything will start to pick up. Everything's going to start going. As soon as Bitcoin starts getting back up and starts pumping again, you're going to see a bunch of other altcoins really start to take over. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this video, it kind of shed some light on what I feel like is happening, because I've had a lot of people ask me what's going on with the debt ceiling. This is, a lot of the politics can seem like a facade, and a lot of it is. It really is. A lot of this is just, it's a facade. But at the end of the day, the musical chairs, I feel like, is going to continue. It's going to continue to get politicized, and it's going to come down to the wire where everyone's scared of the economy completely crashing, and then in comes the Federal Reserve to save the day and print more money. So, but in the short term, that's good though. That's good, because then that money being printed is going to see other asset classes go up in value. So as the U.S. dollar is losing value, and as our currency is being debased, that money though, other asset classes, we're seeing those priced accurately, because there's more money is coming in, more dollars are being created. So that value is going to cause other asset classes to expand. So I feel like just hang tight overall. There's no need to worry. There's no reason to be, uncertain about things. It can seem short-term, things are kind of scary, but I feel like just overall here through the next few weeks, we're gonna see some resolution with the the O word here that we cannot say. We're gonna see some resolution with the debt ceiling limit, and I feel like we're gonna have a massive blow off top event for crypto. So I don't know. What do you think though? What do you think about everything that's going on? Let me know in the comments below. Definitely leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not. I know we're getting a lot of new subscribers now, so if you're new to the channel, we're creating videos on how you can create financial freedom and generate life-changing wealth, generational wealth with crypto and with the new financial systems. Hopefully you found this video helpful in this insight. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in the next video.